Vanguard offer private equity to our ultra client, ultra high net worth client, so 5 million plus. We have a question from Peter in New Mexico on the significance of private equity and what Vanguard outlook is on that asset class.
Yeah, Peter, thank you for that question. I think one of the things from a context setting standpoint, one of the things that people have to remember is that in the US, 87% of companies with over $100 million in revenue are private. So if you think back 30, 40 years ago, most companies went through the natural inclination. Once they got started and started gain in terms of revenue and scope, they went to the public equity markets. Yeah. They started off as small cap companies, migrated to mid cap, and over time, if they were successful, became large cap companies. Today, we're finding that a lot of companies are deciding to stay private because they have ample access to capital. They have ample access to the resources from a strategy standpoint that can help them be more successful over time. And they don't have the same regulatory burdens as companies that are public face in today's marketplace. So for us, we think that investors, if they can get access to the private markets in a lower cost fashion, I'm not saying low cost, but a lower cost fashion, and going with managers that we've done the due diligence on, because there is a repeatability. And what you find in the private market is there's investors out there who, because of the ecosystems they've set up and the relationships that they have, they show a lot of repeatability in terms of their ability to outperform. So what we've tried to do is for some of our high net worth investors to give them access, and we have a partnership with HarborVest, to give them access to one of the best managers who has access to the best general partners in the marketplace that we think produce repeatability, and we can provide them that access at a more reasonable cost than they'd be able to get on their own. So we think there's definitely value for clients to have private equity exposure and private exposure in their portfolios if they meet the requirements from a regulatory standpoint.